thought I'd make a really nice pudding today. You know, if you like your cakes and your puddings, you'll love this. It's a Bakewell Tart. Oh, delicious. Now to make this Bakewell Tart, I just want to go through the ingredients we're going to use. Now I've got a couple of eggs. These are medium-sized eggs and I'm going to use 2 of them. Then I've got 150 grams of caster sugar, 150 grams of self-raising flour and 150 grams of ground almonds. Now also with the butter, I'm going to use, 150 grams. So these 4 ingredients, all exactly the same. With the butter, use any butter you've got. Flaked almonds, now we're going to sprinkle those on top of the cake. Once we've got all the mixture in the cake tin, we're going to sprinkle those on and they go a really nice brown colour on top, give it a lovely flavour. Now, in the middle of this sort of cake, we're going to use raspberries, nice fresh raspberries. Now you can use any fruit you like, but I'm going to use nice fresh raspberries because I think they're really delicious in there. Now this pack is 275 grams. I would say this is about the maximum amount you can use. You know, if you've got a little bit less, don't worry, use a little bit less. It's only to give it a nice flavour in the middle. If you haven't got raspberries and you want to use blueberries, blackberries, whatever you want, use those. Absolutely fine. Now here I've got vanilla extract and I've also got almond extract. Now I'm going to use almond extract. It smells like marzipan. Really delicious though, because we're doing a bit of an almond theme. You know, we've obviously got the ground almonds and the flaked almonds, and I'm going to use a teaspoon of the almond extract. Now if you haven't got the almond extract, don't worry, use vanilla extract. You can buy the almond extract in most of your big supermarkets, so have a look around for it. I think it makes a difference. So there's all the ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is clear the decks, get myself a bowl, and we're going to start mixing up the eggs, the sugar, the flour, the ground almonds and the butter. So I've got myself a bowl and I'm just going to put my butter in there. Now what I find is some butters, even though you haven't got them in the fridge, they're a little bit hard to kind of mix up. Now I'm going to put that in there and I'm just going to pop it in the microwave, really just for like 10 or 20 seconds, just a short while, just to slightly soften it because it will make it easier to mix. Now I've melted my butter. I actually did it for about 25 seconds. It doesn't matter if it melts a little bit, that's absolutely fine. So let's just put the sugar in there. And then I'm going to put the self-raising flour, the ground almonds, and then I'm going to put the eggs in there. So crack the eggs, try not to get any shell in there if you can. There's a little bit there, take that out. Now I'm going to use 1 teaspoon, that's about 5 ml of almond extract. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit more. Oh, lovely. Now before I start mixing this, you can mix it by hand or you can put all these ingredients in your sort of food processor. But I find my little sort of electric mixer really good for doing this. So I'm just going to kind of mix it all around, nice and slow. And I'm just going to carry on doing that. Just got it all nicely sort of mixed up and blended really. There you go, I think we're just about done now. That'll do. So now I'm going to get my cake tin and what I'm going to do is just put a little a little bit of butter around the inside. I've got this parchment paper, like baking paper, because I don't want it to stick, so just make sure that's plenty of butter in there. And really what we need to do is to scoop out roughly half and then just quickly kind of smooth it out a little bit. You can do it with a spoon if you want. I think I might use a spoon. Just try and get it right around the edges. Now I do. Lovely jubbly. Now then I'm going to get me raspberries. I'm just going to use the whole lot. Put those in there. Just sort of spread those out. And then on top of that, I'm just going to put the rest of the mixture. I think I've just about scraped the last bit out of there. Just try and get it nice and flat now. So turn that round right out to the edges. That'll do. It will flatten out when it's in the oven. There you go, that's looking good already. Beautiful. Now let's get these almonds. So let's just really, just lightly flicker those all over the top. Maybe get a few more. That'll do. Beautiful. So there you go. There's this beautiful Bakewell tart and we've got it ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to put the Bakewell tart into a preheated oven. Now temperature wise, 180 degrees Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. And what I'd say is you want to cook it for about 45 to 50 minutes until you've got a really nice golden brown colour. But keep an eye on it and make sure it's not burning and it will be delicious. So leave it in there cooking away, set your timer. So I've had my Bakewell tart in the oven 45 minutes. Let's just pull it out, have a look at that. Ooh, that's looking nice. Look at the colour on that, beautiful. Just bring that a little bit closer. Oh yeah. Gonna put it on the table, let it cool down a little bit, and then we're going to try some. So I've left my Bakewell tart for about 20 minutes. So still warm. I think if we just start to push that out. I'm just going to bring a plate in view. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Got the raspberries in the middle. This is going to be good. Now I'm just going to see if I can ease it off this plate very gently. I'm going to leave that parchment paper behind. Looking good. Now it's still warm, but I'm going to try some because I can't wait any longer. Now I've got my cup of tea at the ready, so I'm just going to cut into this. I mean really you might want to leave it a little bit longer until it really cools down, but let's just lift some of this up. Moist in the middle, which is nice, and I'm just going to have a little bite of that. That is absolutely delicious. Oh, you'll really love this. Gonna have one more bite. And the raspberries in the middle. Oh, so nice. Give it a go. You'll really enjoy it. And it's so easy to make. Now if you want, what you can do is get a little bit of icing sugar and just gently sprinkle it on top. Oh, just give me another reason to have another go really. Look at it, beautiful. Now it's nice and soft because all the fruity juices have come out into the cake. It is really cooked and it's delicious. Let me just try this. Oh, I'm going to bring that a bit closer so you can really see it. Look at that. That is delicious. Let me try this. Thanks for watching The Original Naked Chef. Gorgeous.